Well, hello everyone. I hope y'all are excited about the new term that is coming up. And welcome to the training session on how to pair your course and deploy your assignments through D2L or Brightspace using Connect. All right, let's get started. All right, let's open up Brightspace or D2L. Same thing, different names for the same LMS. All right, now if you notice, I have navigated to my sandbox or master shell. Make sure, check the top, make sure you are in your live active shell. Double check your section that you're in if you're teaching multiple sections. All right, now that you know that you're in your live section, go over to the right-hand side. You want to look for the little cog wheel right here. Click on the cog wheel. And if you make sure you click on all, if it's underpinned, if this is the way it opens up for you, click on all. Scroll down, you're looking for import, export, copy components. Click on that. And this new page will open for you. Now at this point in time, you want to click on search for offering. I'm having to stop sharing and coming back in so y'all can see this. All right, so hopefully you can see this little screen now that's come up. In the search box, type in AHS 102 Master. Click search. And what you're looking for is AHS 102 Master 16-week online Johnson. Make sure this, if you're teaching a 100% online course, make sure you're selecting the online master, 100% online master. Click the radial button to the left, click on add selected. All right, now that has worked through, and I'm sorry for those little bit of flashes there, guys, because as recording, it would not pick up that screen. So now that you've added or identified the shell that you want to bring your course content in from, double check the course to copy is the correct one. AHS 102 Master 16-week online Johnson. Okay, you want to make sure that a little box underneath it is checked. Include protected resources. At this point, you want to click on copy all components. And yet you will not get this screen, but I do because this is my sandbox. So I've done this several times before. So if you get that, just click yes and continue on. Now let's give it a little bit of time to do the copying in so you can see the bar copying in progress. And it will take it just a minute because there's a lot to copy. All right, now once it has finished, you will see the little check mark over to the right. All right, if you're like me, I like to go up at the top, start on the left, and work my way to the right in the toolbar. All right, let's click on Course Home. Now, the first thing you want to do is fix your announcement, your welcome announcement. So click on Announcements. And guys, if you see the course evaluation, just ignore it. It will go away. All right, so let's scroll all the way to the bottom to the welcome announcements. And congratulations, Carol. Yours is already set up for you. But for everyone else, you will need to come to this welcome announcement, click the drop-down caret, hit Edit. Now, at this point in time, you need to change this and make it specific to you because you're teaching the course. Change your name here. Double check the dates here. Change your name here. Add your picture at this point. Make sure it says student hours. Change your email address to match yours. And one last change is right here under the instructions to email the instructor. You need to change your name there. All right, at this point, you've made all of your adjustments. The next thing you need to do is check on this little icon right here, which is our accessibility checker. Click on that. Because I've done this before, it's coming up green, but more than likely you will get a pink box because of the picture. You've added a new picture. All you have to do in that pink box is check decorative or repair and click OK, and it should go back and your accessibility checker should pass as no issues. If you have a problem with it, don't hesitate to let me know. Once you've made your updates, don't forget to save update. Click on update and your announcements are ready to go. And I know y'all have already been in the master shell as I requested and made sure all the dates are correct and ready to publish for the students. Double check your dates to make sure everything is correct. Now, if you change something in the master, remember that impacts everyone, not just you, but everyone. So you may want to wait and make sure you make your changes in your live shell. All right, your announcements are done. Let's go to contents. Now, when you first start with content, click on overview. It should open for you, but if it doesn't, click on overview to make sure the welcome statement actually comes in. Everything is here, so fantastic. So we're ready to go down to the table of contents. At this point in time, you have the class calendar. I hope you've downloaded it and double checked the dates there. At this point in time, you need to bring in your syllabus. April has emailed you your syllabus, and you should be ready to go there. All right, now that we have that, let me stop sharing my screen here and let's go in to the syllabus because I want to show you a couple of points that I would really like for you to double check to make sure it's correct before you upload. One, double check your section to make sure you're using the right syllabus for the right section. Double check your effective semester dates. Make sure it reads Spring 2026, academic year 25-20. All right. Also double check your name and your email address to make sure the students have that. Also, April has already emailed you your updated version. Instead of office hours, we are now required to have it as student hours. Make sure that is correct. So I've updated it on this particular syllabus. And yes, Carol, I'm using you as an example. We have that done. All right, now let's go back to our D2L and let's go in here and let's upload the syllabus. All right, at this point in time, let's upload a file. And I want to do it from my computer, so I click on my computer. And I'm looking for the file that says syllabus. It's on my desktop. It will take you to the syllabus. You know what it's named. Click on that, click open. See, it's right here. Click add. All right. Now you see your syllabus is here. Now I'm just going to move it up above your calendar. Let's go ahead and click on it to make sure it imported correctly. And let's adjust the name of the syllabus. All you want it to read is syllabus. You don't want your name after it. So you can fix that up at the top left and give it just a minute to populate. All right, and here's your syllabus. Yes, the dates are correct. The section number is correct. Your name and your email address, and yes, you have your student hours. So you are good to go there. All right, so we're going to go back to the Start Here module, and let's upload the college syllabus. It's called the College Information and Policies. Go back to Upload File. This time you want to go to Public Files. You want to go to Shared Documents, and we're looking for Spring 26, and it's not there yet. This has to be supplied to us through distance education, and they have not made that document available yet. So we're going to pretend we're going to use the Spring 25 just for this training session. So when you click on it, make sure you're clicking on Spring 26. Click on that. We're looking for College Information and Policies. Click on that, the radio button to the left. Click Add. All right, and there it is. We're going to move that up. So it should be College Information and Policies, your syllabus, and the class schedule of due dates. All right, ready to continue on. Now here is our pairing with Connect for the students. It's instructions. Double check this link to make sure it's working. When you import from a master shell to your live shell, sometimes the link will not come over. So let's make sure it came over. Okay, and it's still working for the student. Once you have done that, let's go to chapter 1. Click on that. And y'all have already been through, again, the master shell to make sure everything is correct. So all you should need to do is scroll down. Now notice how to review results in Connect is right here. Let's collapse that folder so you are not working over the top of it. Again, check this link to make sure it's working for your students. Okay. ID verification. Yes, guys, we're going to have to do ID verification again this year. And you have your student information form. All right, we're ready to pair with Connect. So you want to go to existing activities. Make sure you select out of this list McGraw-Hill Connect. All right, so once you do that, this screen will open and you want to pair with your Connect section. So click on that. Now your section has already been made. You have a copy of it in your Connect bookshelf. So it is there waiting for you. And yes, y'all have already been through it and checked the dates and make sure everything's ready to go, right? All right. So you want to click on Pair with Existing Connect Course. Click on that. All right. Now, if you notice, yours should start at the top. You should see your course at the top. If you don't, you can click Control F and a search bar will open for you at the right top. Up here at the top, type in 2026, hit enter, and see it will take you right to your medical terminology. Make sure you're seeing Spring 2026. If you are teaching multiple sections, make sure you are double checking that section that you are pairing with in your live class. Make sure everything matches up correctly. Now remember, guys, you've got Spring 26 in the title, EG. EG stands for Evergreen. Now I'm going to pair with my dummy section. All you have to do is click on Select. Now at this point in time, congratulations, you have now paired your D2L Brightspace course with your Connect course. So congratulations, you're done there. So at this point in time, I want you to cast your eyes over what you paired with by McGraw-Hill. Make sure it is the right course title and the right section, and it's for spring 26. At this point in time, once you confirm that, go to your section home. Click on that. And again, you can see the title of your section right here. Now, the first thing you want to do is go to assignments. Now, in chapter 1, we're going to have a few additional things that we are going to deploy into chapter 1 module. One is going to be Sharpen, Connect Overview, the auto glossary. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you guys whether you want to import the auto glossary or not. I like to encourage students to use it. It's a nice resource to be there, but there is no graded assignment to it. Now, we are dealing with chapter 1, so click the radio button just to the left of that. You do not have to open this folder. You can leave it collapsed. So at this point in time, we're ready to deploy to Brightspace. Go to your blue gray bar at the top. Do you see over on the right the 3 vertical buttons? Click on that, and you want to select Deploy to Brightspace. Click on that. Now you'll get this window. Click Deploy again, and let it do its magic. Please, you're almost there. Do not close that page. If you do, you're going to make a lot of work for yourself because everything will have to be redone. All right. Once it's imported, it will disappear. Go back to chapter 1. And here are your assignments that have come in. Now, here's Sharpen, Connect SmartBook Orientation, your auto glossary, and then your SmartBook, your homework, and your quiz. Now, the only thing you will need to do is pull your, oops, sorry guys, I didn't grab those vertical dots very well. All right, by your chapter lecture outline, you will need to pull this down. I like to put it under homework because I think it makes an excellent review for the students before they take their chapter quiz. But where you locate that is up to you. Be sure and reposition it down into your homework or your active assignments. With that being said, be consistent throughout your course. Wherever you put it, be consistent with it. All right, module 1 is done, or chapter 1 is done. Go back up on the left to chapter 2 module. Click on that. And we will repeat here. Click on existing activities. Go down to McGraw-Hill Connect. Now, at this point in time, you will see, go to my Connect section, and you will see the title of your course that you were paired with. You can double check that right here. All right. So this will take you right back to your Connect. The first thing you want to do is click on Assignments. Go to Chapter 2. Again, you do not have to open the folder. You can leave it collapsed. Click on the radio button. Go up to your blue-gray bar. 3 vertical dots on the right. Deploy to base. Again, click Deploy. Let it do its magic. And you have to go back to Module 2. And there are your assignments, your SmartBook, your homework, your quiz. The only other thing you need to do is pull your lecture outlines down underneath homework. Let's do one more module just so you can see it. I want to have enough to show you how to work the gradebook. Existing activities. Make sure you're under McGraw-Hill Connect. Go to your course section. Go to assignment. And we're working in module 3, correct? All right, up to the blue-gray bar, 3 vertical dots on the right, deploy to Brightspace. Click Deploy again. Let it do its magic. All right, come back down to module 3, and you will see SmartBook. But look here, module 3, the quiz and the homework did not come in correct order. Okay, so you're going to have to reorder that. So keep an eye out when you bring them in that they need to be in the correct order. It's always SmartBook, homework, lecture outline, quiz. Okay, so let's pull our question or lecture outline down underneath homework, and everything looks good for Module 3. We're going to do one more. All right, we're in Chapter 4 module. Where do I go now? Did I hear someone say existing activities? Excellent. Then down to where? McGraw-Hill Connect. Then go to My Connect section. All right, now what do I need to do? Click on Assignments, right? Right, click on Assignments. We're in Chapter 4. Click the box in Chapter 4. Hit Deploy to Brightspace. Blue-gray bar. 3 vertical buttons to the right. Deploy to Brightspace. Click Deploy once more. Let it do its magic. And then we're back down to Module 4. All right, and it came in correctly this time. SmartBook, homework, quiz. All we have to do is pull the lecture outlines down underneath homework, and we're good. All right, let's do one more. I'm in Chapter 5. Where do I go? Existing activities, down to where? McGraw-Hill Connect. To your Connect section. Now I'm back in Connect. Where do I go? Did I hear somebody say assignments? Very good. Now, one thing I do want to show you is we've already deployed Chapter 4, right? If you open that folder, you can see where it has been deployed. So if you ever wonder about that, you can check it right here. All right, let's close that back up. We're working in Chapter 5, so let's go ahead and click the radio button for Chapter 5, up to the blue-gray bar, and now where? To the right, 3 vertical buttons, deploy to Brightspace, deploy again, let it do its magic. All right, now back down to Chapter 5. SmartBook came in, homework, quiz, good. Let's bring the lecture outline down to underneath homework. Make sure everything is the correct order. You're good to go. Now at this point, you will continue to work down through all 15 chapters. The final exam is already done for you, but just double check it to make sure everything is accurate. Respondus Lockdown Browser, the student quick guide is there. The practice exam is there. And the final exam itself is there. So you should be good to go there. All right, now the next thing, now that you've got content done, let's continue over to discussions. If you have asked the professor, which you do, you need to change your email address here. So scroll down to it, click on the drop-down caret, edit topic. This bar will open. You can change your email address here. Once you do, hit save and close, and you're good there. Okay, so discussions is good. There are no assignments for midterm. Quizzes, let's click on quizzes. Double check. This is all you should see. You should have 4 things under your quizzes tab: the ID verification, the student information form, the practice, and the final exam. So we're good to go there. But while you're on this page, when you're in your live section, which you are, you need to click on Lockdown Browser to activate it. So go ahead and click on Lockdown Browser to activate it. And you will see required, required, required for all 3 of those. That's what we need it to be, required. If for some chance you get a pink box, click on Fix Error, and it should fix it for you. This will just absolutely open it up, activate Lockdown Browser for you in that live class. So if you have any questions or you can't get the error to fix, just email me and I'll be happy to help you with that. All right, so quizzes is done. Now let's go over to grades. Now, once you click on grades, you're going to see a statement very similar to this. Don't worry about that right now, guys. All right. So up here on the left, we're under Enter Grades. Let's go over to Manage Grades. Okay. Now you see you still have the same statement up at the top. It's okay. That should be there for right now. You have midterm grades, which you're going to need, is at the top. Fantastic. And then you have 3 categories that the student's final grade will be calculated from: homework, quiz, and final exam. Final exam is set for you because it's already in Brightspace, and you notice it's already linked. This little black bubble with a question mark tells you that an assignment is linked to the gradebook. So you're good to go there. So now if you notice underneath final exam, you have all of the assignments you pulled in from Connect, right? Now we need to organize these according to the correct category. So up at the top, I'm on the left, I'm going to click the radio button just underneath bulk edits. Okay, that highlights everything. Now let's undo midterm, homework category, quiz category, final exam, and scroll down to the bottom and undo final calculated grade, final adjusted grade. So the only thing that should be highlighted are the assignments that you brought in from Connect. All right, now that these are highlighted and checked, let's go up to bulk edit, click on that. Now on this page is where you're going to put them into their appropriate categories. Okay, for SmartBook Connect, I'm going to put it in homework. Chapter 1 Anatomy, SmartBook, homework. Chapter 1 homework, homework. Okay, here's Chapter 1 quiz. Make sure you put that in the quiz category. After a while, if everything imports in the correct order, you can get in a rhythm here. Homework, homework, quiz, homework, homework, quiz. Okay, so Chapter 2 SmartBook, homework. Chapter 2 homework, homework. Chapter 2 quiz, quizzes. Okay, everybody good here? Now remember how Chapter 3 did not import in the correct order or correct sequence. So it's going to be out of order here. So take your time. Chapter 3 SmartBook obviously is going to go to homework. Now let's say you got in your groove and you didn't pick up that the quiz and the homework was in the wrong sequence. I'm going to go ahead and do this on purpose, guys, so I can show you how to reorder in just a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put Chapter 3 quiz and homework by accident and Chapter 3 homework in quizzes. Okay, now I'm doing this on purpose so I can show you how to correct that. But if anything imports out of sequence, it's going to be out of sequence here, even though you redid it under content. You resequenced it under content. Okay, Chapter 4 SmartBook homework, homework, quiz. All right, let's do Chapter 5 homework, homework, quiz. All right, now that you have them all in their correct categories, hit save. And you will get this error because I believe there are 3 chapters that the title has a comma in. The boxes will be highlighted in red for you. All right, so I believe it's Chapter 2, Chapter 7, and Chapter 12, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you need to take the commas out of the title. It doesn't like commas. Okay, so you're good there. Once you get all of those done, remember, it's going to highlight it in a red box for you. Click Save. And it will open into this page. All right. Now, this is the page where I wanted to show you how to reorder assignments in their given category. Remember, we on purpose did Chapter 3 incorrectly. All right, now look down as you scroll through here. Connect SmartBook Orientation. Chapter 1 SmartBook, homework, SmartBook, homework, SmartBook, oops, quiz. Let's highlight that. Go up to bulk edit. Let's change that Chapter 3 to a Chapter 3 quiz. Save. Pretty easy, right? And then Chapter 4 SmartBook homework, 5 SmartBook homework. So we're good there. And look here, Chapter 3 homework is in the wrong category. We need to push this back up to homework. So click on the radio button, go up to bulk edits, and let's change homework from quizzes to homework category. Hit save. All right, now everything is in the right categories, but if you notice, they're in the wrong sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down to 3. We need to reorder those for your grade book. So come up to the top, more action. You want to click on reorder. Now, this is the page you can look at. Orientation, Smart Book orientation should be 1. Smart Book homework, Smart Book homework, Smart Book. This is where Chapter 3 homework should be sequenced after. So Chapter 3 homework should be number 7. So come to the right, click on 7, and just hang on. Then Chapter 4 Smart Book homework, 5 Smart Book homework, you're good. Let's go down and do your quizzes now. Should be 1, 2, 3 should actually be 3, right? So let's put that back up and then hit save. And that's how you reorder assignments when they're in the wrong sequence. So if you notice, orientation, Smart Book homework, Smart Book homework, Smart Book homework. So you're good to go there. Quizzes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and then the final exam. So you're great, right? Before you leave this page, let's go up and do your midterm grades. And I want to check the syllabus, and I do believe the syllabus states, let's see, let's go back to content, start here, let's click on our syllabus. And I do believe midterm grades, let's see, did I pass it? Not yet. Okay, I'm just scrolling. Midterm grades is quizzes or work chapters 1 through 6. All right, so let's go back to grades, manage grades, midterm grade. Now at this point, you have imported all your assignments, right? So you just want to click on everything that will go into calculating the student's midterm grade. And yes, you will go all the way through chapter 6. Okay, once you get them all selected, hit save and close, and your midterm grade will be there for you. Now, guys, you can't see the grades here because you have no students. This is a master shell, but once you are in your live section, you will be able to see it. And you notice that statement that says everything was out of balance is now gone. Okay, now the next thing you need to check is your setup wizard. So click on Setup Wizard, and you want to make sure it's a weighted grading system, release final calculated grade, automatically release final grade, drop ungraded item, and automatically keep final grades up to date. So you should be good to go there. So you're good. All right, now we're ready to go over to attendance and check to make sure everything is correct in attendance. Click your drop down caret, hit edit register, and make sure your system scheme is 24. And here you go. All of your dates should be correct for you and in the correct order. So once you verify that, you hit save and close. And congratulations, guys, you have completed your first pair and assignment deploying from Brightspace to D2L. Remember, you will gain access at the beginning of the semester. You have a week to get your classes deployed. Once you do, shoot me a quick email so I can go in there and back you up to make sure everything is correct. If you have any problems throughout the process, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to support you in every way that I can. All right, thanks, and we'll be seeing you at the beginning of next term.